Infinite gratitude to the Most High for everything. Welcome back. My name is Art, and we're going to channel messages from Spirit for a little bit until I have to go. I have like half an hour. So, I had a toxic dream last night. So, I know when my dreams are toxic, as in they just need to be released, when they're very unpleasant, undesirable, right? Also, like TMI, but I'll wake up and immediately need to use number two. So I know like there's just toxicity that needs to be released, and it's also coming in the form of dreams, right? So yeah, if you ever wonder if like you should write a dream down versus release it, listen to your body. Like, what does your body say? Are you like releasing a lot, sweating, needing to go to the bathroom? Like, what is your body doing in conjunction with what your spirit is telling you, right? So, those are all important signals to listen to when you're using your discernment in any situation. But for me, dreams specifically, I always have to pay attention to my body upon waking up and how I'm feeling. Like, did I sleep well? Like, am I well rested? Do I have a crick in my neck? What type of things are going on in my body to help me indicate whether or not a dream is meant to be remembered, written down, analyzed? But what I do notice, like, even if you have a toxic dream, there's always some sort of lesson that you can learn from it. And the lesson that I got from the toxic dream that I had last night is I need to release insecurities. I can remember the dream, so I'll recite it briefly. I was getting compared to other women, and it was very toxic. So I was dealing with a masculine who would compare me with other women. And this is like a dream, but it's a very real circumstance that a lot of women go through. So I was just getting compared, and it wasn't me. In the dream, it wasn't me. Like, I was confident, I was, sure of myself, and I knew what I wanted, and I was doing what I was supposed to do or what I wanted to do. And then this masculine was like hesitant, confused, back and forth, couldn't make up his mind. Was attracted to me, drawn to me, but also couldn't resist comparing me to other women and just being very back and forth with his energy, right? Giving me some energy and then taking it away and giving it to someone else. That's what the dream was about. Very toxic, very pathetic, and sad, right? For me, and also for this masculine, because I mean, there was just so much time wasted, and it was a frustrating dream. There was also another feminine in the energy in the dream, and this was just an emblem of third party situation. It was like third party nightmare, the nightmare of the third party, the haunting of the third parties. I'm telling you, it's a problem. It's a pandemic of third parties out here. And it was just shown to me in the dream that maybe I'm still in a third party, or maybe I'm afraid of third parties. Like, I have a subconscious, unconscious fear of being in a third party situation. I'm single, so mind you, I'm never in a third party situation, but it's like energetically you can find yourself in those like really confusing third party situations, even if you're single, right? As soon as you energetically give someone access to you, you can end up getting caught up in that. But the point that I'm trying to make is that there's a pandemic of third parties out there, There was another feminine in the energy, and she was like demanding attention, time, and energy from this masculine. And this masculine was trying to make up his mind between giving me his energy or giving this other feminine his energy. And it was just this ridiculous back and forth tug of war. And then it's like women, when we want something or we have a vision or an idea of what is possible with a certain person, we don't give up on that vision. We try to bring it into fruition. And when interference is brought into the vision, into the picture, it's like we feel compelled to fight back, to compete, right? And then it's like as you're competing, it's like you're just wearing down. You're just like disintegrating. You're like belittling yourself. Like you just feel drained and tired because now you're trying to do more than what you anticipated to have a connection with someone. Like you didn't expect to have to compete in order to connect with someone, and then next thing you know, you've wasted time, you've wasted energy comparing yourself to the woman that he's comparing you to. So this masculine is comparing you to these other people or this other person, and then it's like you're caught up in that and you're looking at this other person like, well, what is it about them? Like, that's different. It's sad. It's so, so sad. And I see this happening even still. Oh, goodness. Still happening. It's like a pandemic. It's just does not seem to have an end to it. I don't know what the solution is, Spirit. Infinite gratitude. Infinite gratitude for our internal knowing. Infinite gratitude for our self worth. Infinite gratitude for our self validation, for our own vision, for our own gifts, for our own like recognition of who we are, for our own remembrance, because you have to have that. Nobody else is going to validate you better than you validating yourself, okay? Give it to yourself. Give that 5-star rating to yourself before you let anybody else try to determine your worth and your value. It's just a dead end. Infinite gratitude to the Most High. And it's very attractive. Confidence will always be attractive. I mean, that real, authentic, genuine confidence, knowing thyself, that is what is really attractive at the end of the day. So let it be. Let it speak for you. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to compete. You don't have to compare yourself. Just let your core, let your light tell the story. Like, it is what it is over here, and it's not going to change. And we all know that it's exclusive. Everybody's energy signature is exclusive. What are you looking for? You want that stability, you want that security. You're only going to find that in a confident person who knows them. Thank you, Spirit, who knows themselves, and it doesn't end. It's like a roller coaster. It's like not one of those emotional roller coasters, but it's a roller coaster in the sense of there's all these twists and turns and up and downs, and it's such a ride. When you're dealing with a confident person, it's like they know who they are and they know what they want. They're not settling. They're not scared. They're not afraid to be themselves. It gets fun. Telling you. So let's stop trying to convince other people of that, and let's just continue to be that. It's just disappointing when other people are not confident in themselves and they project that onto you, right? They're comparing themselves to other people. That's what's happening when you find yourself in a third party, you're dealing with someone who lacks confidence, lacks a sense of self. So they're comparing themselves with other people, trying to be like someone else, trying to adapt to someone else's energy to feel better about themselves. And they're just doing all this comparing, and then they end up projecting that. And you got to return back to sender. Return back to sender. Oh, I just want to release it. Sometimes you just need to give it space. If you're not getting validated, if you're not getting the recognition, the credit that you feel like you deserve, it means that you're waiting on people who don't feel that way about themselves, who don't have that confidence, who don't have that perspective, and they're playing catch up with you, essentially. They can't give you credit for being something that they've never seen or been themselves. Like, they can't recognize how strong you are if they've never seen strength displayed in that way or they've never been exposed to it, right? Thank you, Spirit. If they're still like fighting insecurities, fighting self doubt, fighting just that low vibrational fight, it's like they're not going to be able to give you accolades or praise for ascending above it. Like, if you're above it, they can't see. Like, they don't get it. They don't understand. You know what you're doing though, and you know who you are, and you love yourself. So let that, just let that like lead the way. Continue to be a leader, continue to be a trendsetter, continue to pave the path for those who need a good example to follow. Even if they knock you or they just knock what you're doing at first, they don't get it. They criticize it, they belittle it in the beginning. It's like just continue paving that path because you know exactly where you're going, right? And it's like as you pave the path, people are like, I got a vision of you paving, you paving this path, and then there's like people who are just like 50, 150 feet, 200 feet like behind you, just like, where is she even going? Like, what is this even about? Like, and they're just standing there like crowded together and they're not moving at all. Like, they're not going backwards, they're not going forward, they're not paving different. They're like, oh hell no, like, where's she going? I'm going this way. They're not even doing that. They're not even like making their own way. They're just literally watching you, like, and you're like 250 feet, 300 feet, like you're yards ahead of them, and they're just like watching you do this by yourself, like critiquing, judging, talking shit, just like, but not doing anything new, not doing anything different, not saying anything like just really just bandwagoning out. Like, whole time you're out there by yourself doing some new shit, like it's different shit that you're up to, and then it's like people don't know how they feel about it. Like, they don't know if they want to rock with you, help you out, or just watch you and not say nothing. Or some of these people are watching you and talking mad shit, like knocking you for it, like trying to belittle you for it, judging you, like just the whole missing the point, just completely like missing the point. It's up to you. Do you want to keep going, or do you want to hang out with these people who aren't moving or going anywhere or doing anything new? I mean, the people who are judging and knocking you are not doing shit new. They're not saying nothing new. They're not going nowhere. They're just literally watching and crowding around like where it's comfortable. They want to stay where it's comfortable versus, have that adventure that you're looking for. You're looking for like a thrill. You're looking for more life. You just want more life. You're not looking for danger. You're not looking for anything low vibrational. You're ascending. You're looking for more life. You're trying to expand. Okay? And it's like you have this confidence about you that will lead you into the unknown. These people have a fear of the unknown. That's why they stay where it's comfortable. You have dismissed that fear of the unknown and you've like taken charge. Not a lot of people are going to be able to rock with you. Not a lot of people are going to be able to give you credit for that. And not a lot of people are going to support you because they don't even know, you don't know where you're going and they don't know where you're going. But you have this internal knowing and you have this intuition and you have this confidence. You just know that this is like, this is it. Like, this is where I'm headed. And you know better than to like go backwards, and you know better than to hang out. You know what I'm saying? Like, period. Don't even get caught up in somebody who doesn't know if they want to rock with you or not, or they're in between going down the path with you versus hanging out with everybody else who ain't doing shit. It's like, if they don't know what they want, then that's on them. It's sad. Spirituality is smart because you know exactly how we feel about this whole thing, even the third party situations. Like, as human beings, like, we have this desire to connect and to build with others. But if everybody is, or not everybody, I wouldn't even want to say everybody this and everybody that, like, you're not alone and you know that there's other people on your frequency. It's just exclusive. It's exclusive. You gotta recognize that your energy signature is unique and you're only going to vibrate with the right ones, and you're not made for everybody. You're made for an exclusive type of circle. Like, it's just exclusive. It's different. Spirit, what is up with the dreams? What is up with the toxicity? Like, what we had to release today, what we're releasing, what we're learning. The transformation is happening. It might be complete or it's incomplete. Yeah, you're definitely starting a new beginning. You're definitely walking in your truth, walking in your power. You're like not turning back on yourself. There's been a transformation in you. Like, you've really changed. Like, something has done a 360. Some sort of belief system, some sort of like limited belief. You've really dissolved it and overcome something that held you back for a really long time, and you're moving on. You're moving into like this adventurous space where everything is new. There's been a transformation. It's allowed you to have these new experiences, but there's like something haunting you. There's just this haunting. The past is like haunting. It's like threatening. Like, the past is like looming over you, like threatening to like get in the way, threatening to like interfere with this new beginning. And it's like, it's hard, yo. Emotionally, there's a lot of love, and you might be connecting with someone that you just feel a lot of love for, but it's like it's going to waste. You feel like it's just going to waste, or you're losing love because of this hesitation, this lack of certainty, this back and forth, this pull and push. Like, it's like tainting the love. It's like getting in the way. It's like black ink in a glass of water, poisoning it. Something is just like, you feel like something is poisoning a connection. The past, something about your past, like threatening this new connection. Some toxicity um, that's like rolling over. You're not afraid, like, if it ends up becoming toxic, or if it ends up getting corrupted, then you already know you still got to move forward in this path that you're paving, period. You know what you're doing. You're going this direction, whether this person's rocking with you or not. But it's like, I don't see this person abandoning you, and I don't see this connection getting corrupted. There's just way too much love here. There's just way too much passion here. Like, there's just way too much camaraderie, as in, like, this person feels you. Like, this person vibrates on a similar frequency enough to feel exactly like why you're doing what you're doing. They see, like, you're up against some odds. They see that it's easy to say that what you're doing is like pointless, or that it's easy to judge, it's easy to condemn because you're so different. It's like people don't know how they feel about you. So it's like it's easy to like make up your mind and say, "Hey, I'm not fucking with it," or whatever. This person notices that, and they notice it's like they're empathetic. Thank you, spirit. They're empathetic towards you. It's like they vibrate, thank you, spirit. They vibrate so closely with you. Of course, their energy signature is exclusive and unique to them, and your energy energy signature is exclusive and unique to you. It's like they vibrate just enough, um they just vibrate close enough to you to be empathetic. So it's like they feel you, or they are able to tap into your energy. They're able to see your vision, and they can feel you, and they can empathize with you. That's what this Eight of Chalices is giving. It's giving a lot of empathy. This person is just as human as you, though. So they might lack confidence, or they might have some insecurities that hold them back, that make them make mistakes or slip up here and there, but it's like the empathy that they feel towards you is very deep, very heavy. I see them like, being, what's the word? Making up their mind and knowing, they just know. They just know it's better to support you and be your friend or be an ally than to feed into that insecurity, feed into that hopelessness and that pointlessness, that low vibrational energy. There's a lack of action being taken, or there is action being taken. I'm sorry. Or this person is taking action. Yeah, this person is taking action. Like they know that they have to like overcome their own insecurities to like rock with you. Like they have to do more. Like they have to better themselves. They have to become stronger. Like to stand next to you. There's like work that they need to do. They're taking action. They want to better themselves. They want to feel confident. There's something about you that they admire enough to want to like better themselves as a person. Like they would rather better themselves than to be stagnant, than to be comfortable, right? This person is trying to like get out of their comfort zone. They're trying to like, you know how I said there's people like 250 feet behind you, just like talking shit, not doing shit, just talking shit. There's people also who are trying to catch up to you, like, no, I'm not about to stick around. Like, there's somebody or someone, like somebody or some other energies or some other frequencies that are trying to like vibrate higher, and they might not like walk the exact same path as you, but they're like, hey, let me try and like forge my own path, or like let me try to do something different. Let me, even if other people like knock it, judge it, belittle it, like I'd rather like be free and liberated in my own energy, like building and creating the life that I want, doing what I need to do, taking the steps necessary. Okay, very quickly, channeled message. Now is the time for you to trailblaze. As in, you've been like forging this new path, trying something new, doing something different, doing something that nobody's done before. That's what it is. What you're doing, no one has done before, okay? It's exclusive. Like, this is an exclusive experience that you're making, you're creating. So, because you're just starting out in it, it's like maybe it's hard to gain the support that you're looking for because people have to catch up with you. People don't know what it is that you're up to, what it is that you've discovered and uncovered about yourself to be this confident and to be this um to stand out the way that you do, like even on your lonesome by yourself. It's hard to like understand. But what I'm getting here is like, despite that, you have to trailblaze at this time, as in, like, if you know what you're doing and you know who you are and you love it, take off. Take off in the direction that you're going, whether there's people following you or not. Take off. There's people following you just to see if you fail, is what I'm getting here. And they're like doing it secretly, or you might quite literally like get stalked on social media, stalked in general, people just like investigating, like trying to see what it is that you're doing. Is it legit? Like, what's the point? Is there something else going on? Is what they just don't understand. They don't get it. They're completely like thrown off. And it's like you cannot even give that any energy or attention. It's you have to stay focused on like what's ahead of you, period. And like full steam ahead in that direction, I'm telling you. All right, thank you, Spirit, for the advice. Infinite gratitude. You guys have a wonderful Juneteenth. Peace.